to about 1800 BC, so they're contemporary to the last phase of Stonehenge. They'd appeared chalk white, yeah. Some of them have interments, some of them don't. And what my late father discovered was, have you heard of Wilhelm Reich and free energy?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on guys, you've definitely heard of all of this.
Yeah.
Well, he built the organ accumulator with organic material, inorganic, yeah. Well, just that on organic, inorganic, organic. This is a free energy producer, without a shadow of a doubt. Anyway, I'll hand you over to Gary.
We're sitting on top of one.
We are.
We're sitting on top of one.
Ooh.
Please soak it up.
So you reckon there's still something?
When we did a test on
Did they?
Silbury Hill, which is the largest man-made mound in Europe of organic, inorganic, we got an electrical field 1,000 times greater at the top than our control at each side of the mound.
Did they? Was there a way of feeding it? Do you think? This.
Yeah, through a special type of underground water.
Yes, water and it flowing.
There's two types of water. One that you guys drink and the one that the poshies drink.
It's all the chalk, isn't it? It's beneath all the chalk.
There are literally two types of water. One is born of the sky, that's an aquifer, and one is born of the earth. And a water diviner like myself recognises that through a spiral vortex pattern. That's yin water, yeah? Wherever that breaks through to the surface, that's your sacred water, that's your sacred spring. Wherever it's born, that's your holy well, that's what decrees it. So a lot of people on that water system, you are on aquifer rainwater system. You go to a big house, the Rothschilds, do you think they're on tap water? No way. They don't drink that crap. Anyway.
Right, so we'll do some drumming and then I think finish with a bit of chanting. Might be a good idea, a bit of humming. So we've had a good weekend. Thank you for all being here. let's try a few ohms to see how we get on. And the objective is that we reach the sense of a group sound harmony. So you're not trying to be the loudest or to hear your own sounds. If we can get to a point of just one voice with all of us, that's the kind of perfect result. And so if you try and harmonise with the person to your left, that would probably be a good way. And if we go around harmonising like that as a circle, and we see what happens. So my normal preferred way of doing that is if I start and we continue with that one breath, and as your breath finishes, breathe in, and then we wait until the sound stops, and it kind of come and go as a wave. So we all start together, we stop at our own points, and then we start together again. So yeah, join in if you would like to. It's also good, there's a fine line between putting sort of too much force into the sound that we're going to create, but you want to be involved. There should be your kind of will behind it, and in this area is where we're really trying to vibrate, because we can vibrate the body with the sound. So yeah, have a kind of a sense of purpose, and just let's build it up a bit. Go a bit louder now. A few more join in, perhaps. So we can try everybody to just quietly hum together then, how's that?
You mean we're not doing very well?
No, are we?
Well, I'm just trying to get to the next level. I mean, how many people have been chanting before is a good question to ask, probably.
Not very many.
No, because when I first started I felt very self-conscious and awkward about it. And I think it's particularly might be more difficult for the English people.
Can I just ask if you're supposed to keep your mouth open or not?
You're certainly more, the sound comes out far easier if your mouth's open, but I would definitely call that a personal taste.
Do
Yeah.
you want me to do a little from what I know about chanting? Because it explains it.
Yeah, well, contributions are welcome.
Well, Darren D usually describes chanting and anything that was like an oral noise. Instead of being a horizontal sound, it's a vertical sound and it's pointless. And that's exactly what it is, it's pointless. So instead of thinking it's pointless, what's happening is your conscience has got no point of reference to distract you, as it were. So you move, as you move through your chakras, you move up your vibrations and it awakens different things. And it's part of being in the universe, as in create a universe. And the sound of the is reflective, so you've got the but then the so it's external and internal. So you go in the outward sound and the inward sound. And it is pointless, but embrace the pointlessness, because that's the point. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So instead of thinking consciously about it, just try and just think nothing. And that's the reason why they used to resonate with sound, was because you didn't get distracted by other things. Maybe we should do an R as well, Gary.
Yeah, R's good. Yeah, the O and the and the sound of the universe is the important point, because in the Great Pyramid it's like the King's Chambers tuned to this frequency of the universe. So by using this sound as a group, we are sort of disengaging our intellectual mind and moving in more into the intuitive space. But I mean, it's like anything, it takes practice, but I think allowing yourself to be a part of it is
Would it get in a circle then?
biggest
Do it that
step.
way instead of being in the middle?
I
Maybe
would
you can
like to be in a circle.
come on, Steve.
Because you can do it holding hands as well.
Should
I
do-
don't know.
Should we really hippified and go holding hands? Why not?
It is a nice.
I'm the only one who's like
That's a bit
Hand over the top.
Do the same thing as well.
Try and take it to your Dao Chien, is behind your belly button, so that's where your energy comes from. It's
No.
the bottom. So when you make the sound, come right from the bottom of your solar plexus, using all your breath when you can bring it out.
We too
So
can be
you're vibrating from the very bottom of your base chakra. Dao Chien.
Lay down. You don't have to
It's
take your
physical.
time.
But this is like one of the ways that we've been disempowered, that it takes a little while to settle into these kind of things and come together. So thank you for all being here and taking part. So we start gently. the vibe around the circle. We're going to let go of those rational minds stopping people. It'll be okay. You might regret it later if you didn't at least try. But willing participation, we're not trying to break free will here, so if you want to stay quiet, that's okay too.
That's the first time I've seen an aura. I've seen everything.
Okay, a couple more oms to finish then. It's definitely good to be here with everybody. It's important for us open-minded souls to come together. This is what the sacred landscape and these gathering points is what we were doing probably in past lives, whether in this country or others. Honouring our ancestors, and we'll thank them for allowing us here. We have another afternoon of merriment awaiting. Would anyone like to say anything to the group or share in any way? Now's the time before we leave.
I started seeing auras around people when I first opened my eyes.
Yeah.
I saw auras around people when I first opened my eyes. Yeah.
We've definitely built a nice little bubble, and this is the perfect shape for us.
Viva la familia!
Yeah.
Viva!
This is what people would have been doing. This is the culture, isn't it? This is what they would have been learning all the time, instead of like what we've contrasted to what we've just come from the cities.
That sense of
TV
separation.
Probably did, yeah.
I was just imagining how if you were taught this from before you could speak and you participated in the things before you could speak, that you just would be amazing and incredible, and it would be so
Well, the thing that I've learned, because it's relatively recent, the sound bowl and the toning over the last 3 or so years, but it's given me my voice back.
Yeah.
We've lost the way that we express and just losing ourselves in the music. I mean, some people are still doing it, like dance came up the other day, but just getting into that space and just being, rather than constantly in the head and over-analysing and blah 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 blah. Just quietening the monkey mind, and we can help each other.
You can certainly project your voice quite well, that's a fact. Yeah. I'm half expecting the TV cameras to come and catch us on here.
My voice changed inside the Great Pyramid.
Yes?
Yeah, I had my friends around me, and suddenly this deep hum was coming out, and the whole of the King's Chamber started to do this, and they're Egyptian. Like, they live at the base of the Sphinx, taking people up there many times weekly, and when I got out of the box in there, they kind of had the rabbit caught in the headlights expression. And they've sent in, because normally what happens is I give the guides some money in the Great Pyramid, and that means I can tone with the little groups of people that I take up. But they'd only let me go to about 70 to 80% of my volume, and then they go, shh.
And one time I went in there and there wasn't the guard to pay, and I thought, oh, fantastic. So I went to 100% volume, and all of a sudden my spidey senses went, and it was like, Gary, that was really stupid. And I ran out of the King's Chamber and looked down, you know, the huge passageway, the Grand Gallery, and the guy that was 300 feet at the entrance was running up. Police at the entrance! Police at the entrance! Shh! Shh! And they sent in these undercover police to see what I was up to, because the sound was just like coming out of the Great Pyramid all the way to the entrance. And since then we've had people, when we've had the private entrances, and it actually causes the pyramid to vibrate the guy.
Resonating with you, that's good.
Because you've got this whole amplifier there. So yeah, I've had some good experiences, and I kind of see it's very fortunate that I'm able to go there so often, so if I can bring any of that back and share with people here, I will gladly do so, and hopefully inspire you to look into these things in your own time, because we have to follow our hearts and where we're drawn to. But it means a lot to me, the sound and the music, so yeah, if it can touch you like it has me,
Thank
I'll
you.
be very grateful.
Hey, rock and roll.